Guess I'm up. Okay. Now I gotta go check Twitch. Okay. So yeah. Here is the Twitch channel. I'll have to link it. God, this is weird. Oh, this is a bad idea. Jeez. Okay, I paused it. I paused it. This is the Twitch channel. I don't know if it's still being weird. Oh yeah, I gotta change this. Yeah, I used to do a completely different thing here on Twitch like a long time ago, or at least I tried to do something quite different on Twitch a long time ago. So yeah, this was gonna be the multi-dimension bullshit. I'm glad I paused it. Um, Anywho, yeah, I still have to do some correcting for Twitch, but I checked the plugin. I made sure I got it up and running, and so Twitch should be good now. Uh, I love you in every universe. Oh, Hero of Light 13. Why, hello. I wasn't expecting you here. You of all people, I wasn't expecting you here. But yeah, I got Twitch up and running. I can multi platform stream now. I am on YouTube and on Twitch. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I do exist apparently. Lol. Yeah. I guess I should go link Twitch. Copy. Have to go add it to my profile. Uh, do you wanna what the fuck? You wanna paste? I don't there. Should fit now. Ta-da. It's kinda hot in my place right now. Save. Okay. Added Twitch on there. Let me link Twitch here as well. I'll just add an extra link. So yeah, I am on both platforms now. This is gonna be weird, but it should be okay. I have to still like I have to still like sit down, actually like organize Twitch a little bit. I'm making a responsibility list. So while I got you guys here, let's go through the responsibility list. Right? There are things I need to do and take care of. So we're going to make a responsibility list including like stuff on Patreon, Discord. Here, I made a brand new document. We're going to sit down and we're gonna organize this. I'm only gonna do this for a short period of time. I won't do this for too long, so I don't get like fucking tired. Responsibility list. Okay. So we need to work on Patreon. I have to add things to Patreon. I should make these. I should make this bigger. $33. I like three. Three is a cool number. Patreon. Discord. Oh, we should make these into. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay. Patreon, Discord. You don't need those. Don't need what? What the hell are you talking about? Okay, so we have Patreon, Discord, YouTube membership. Should work on that. What else should I add? Those are the immediate things I can think of. Like I need to work on Patreon. I need to work on Discord, YouTube membership. I do have to I have to make a YouTube banner, a proper one. Customize YouTube channel, I think would just be easier than. I feel like I misspelled customize. Merch. A little too early for merch. I think that's like a little down the line, like merch. First I have to. No, that's a little too far ahead. That's a little too far ahead. Uh, Patreon and Discord are like the main priority. Yeah, emotes. I definitely need to add emotes. I'm not sure how to go about that. The thing I could come up with for emotes, whether it be on Discord, Patreon, or YouTube, is specifically like I could take panels and color them myself, but I don't know if that's acceptable. That's the only thing I could think of for emotes. And I don't really know how to actually make emotes, nor do I know if I have like the money to sponsor someone to make emotes. You want to diversify your content? Yeah, no, I'm going to stick to Rent a Girlfriend for now. I'm not really too interested in diversifying content. I'll only do it if I actually find something I want to talk about. Like Final Fantasy VII, for instance, like when Final Fantasy VII stuff comes out, then I might do something for that, but I'd like to actually make this channel actually work. I know I misspelled customize. I knew it. Close enough. Why am I misspelling everything? YouTube. I can't spell customize. What is wrong with me? Customize. That seems right. Customizes. Whatever. So yeah, I'm not sure how to go about making emotes. I think I should research a little bit on how to make emotes. So emotes research. Kyle, Hero, you've been saying you're gonna make your own content for ages, dude. At some point, you gotta do it. At some point, you gotta just do it. You know? You've been saying that for a long time. And I have too. I'm a hypocrite. But, I think I should call it out where I see it. Anyways, emotes research. Give me some ideas for Patreon. In the chat, give me some ideas for Patreon. No, okay, not that. Shut up already. It was an accident. Okay, some ideas for Patreon. Figure review for Patreon? I'll write it, but I don't see how that's Patreon worthy. Like what? Why is that Patreon worthy? You came to my Patreon for me to tell you how good a figure is? That seems weird. Why that? I feel like that's pretty mediocre content. I could do like regular new merch update or new stuff I buy update. That seems stupid though. Yeah, okay, but what's exclusive content? Unedited reactions? But you see those already. I stream. You see those already. I stream. What do you mean? What do you mean? I already stream. You can pass along questions to the author. I don't actually talk to Reiji. I don't actually talk to Reiji. That's not a thing I actually do. I say things and he may respond. That's it. I don't actually talk to Reiji. Tempted to say volume chapter review of the manga of choice or something, but you might be a bit demanding. Yeah, I don't want to do that. That's a mistake waiting to happen. I need to adjust Patreon, so I don't include that stuff. That's a mistake waiting to happen. I'm not prepared for that kind of thing. And I already feel bad when people request these things. Um, but yeah, I don't really have insider info. Reiji just has like a thing on on what is it? Reiji just has a thing on his Twitter where you can subscribe to him and he'll talk sometimes, and I just occasionally get translations. And then I'm also subscribed to Reiji's fan box where he'll post things early, like he'll post Shiunji family chapters early, or he'll post like volume covers like 2 months in advance early. That's kind of it. But he doesn't really like. I'm not getting some crazy insider information. I feel like if you speak Japanese, you can actually learn more about this manga just by going to read interviews because he has a lot of fucking interviews that are just not translated. That's the issue. So coming back to this, I really don't know what to do for Patreon. Like genuinely, I know I can make exclusive content, but what's good exclusive content? Like something I've seen with other content creators is like there's a guy I follow who's been talking about Resident Evil for a while, and he's like reviewing the Resident Evil films on his Patreon exclusively. I think that's kind of cool. Um, I'm I, I don't know. I would like to talk about the anime in public. I feel like it deserves its own video, but I guess I could make like uh, that's the thing. Is like how do you make time for it too? Because I have a full time job. You can do talk about the interviews since it's not translated. Well, I don't even. What do you mean? How can I talk about it if I don't know what's said? Keep the reactions for Patreon. That way the streams aren't so long. What? I, that makes no sense, dude. The basis of you coming to my stream is me reacting. Are you saying I should edit it and put it on Patreon? I can see that. If that's what you mean, I can make like a trimmed version. Episode reactions? No, no. I like watching the episodes live. They inform current content too. I think what I could do is edited reactions on YouTube on there. That's something I could do. That would be effective because you know for people who don't want to sit down and watch, I can give you like a short edited version on Patreon. That could theoretically be good. Then you do have access to the whole thing in my stream, but then on Patreon you could get an edited version. Does that sound reasonable? Like a clip notes version of the streams. I could do that, like edited reactions. That could be effective. All right, so you do get access to it already, but you get an edited version on stream or on Patreon. That seems kind of reasonable, right? I feel like that's okay. Let me turn on the light. It's all dark. Okay. Um, Discord. What the hell do you do for Discord? I have absolutely no idea what to fucking do for Discord. I am very uninformed on Discord. It seems like I would have to do some research for Discord. So I have literally no idea. I have to research YouTube membership too, so that's I pretty much got to research all of this. So I guess I'll just go through these one at a time. I'll probably start with Patreon and then me either honestly. Yeah, I'll probably start with Patreon and then scroll down to Discord. Um I think the issues that I'm seeing with all of these is that I can't the Shunji family children exclusive content. Okay, maybe Shiyunji exclusive. Okay, maybe group chat with members there. How? What do I talk about? I just do like what a regularly scheduled group chat or something. Regularly scheduled group chat. I guess so. Oh, I one of the viewers I have was so nice. He has like his own Twitch and shit. He pretty much made me the Discord, and I feel so bad because I'm not utilizing it at all. So I have a full fledged Discord. Like someone went out of their way to make me like a fully proper Discord, and I frankly I'm kind of wasting it. So I'd rather not keep wasting it. Talk about what we do here, but we can all voice opinions and talk about the next thing about anime, etc. Okay. Um, like a close friend chat, I guess. Hmm. I don't know. I'll do some more research on Discord, but this is a decent idea so far. Regularly scheduled group chat. That's a decent idea so far. Um, let's see. Any other ideas for Patreon? YouTube membership. I don't know. Okay, so emotes. I gotta figure out what to do with emotes. Are there any other things I should be worrying about? Is there like anything else I missed I should be worrying about? So, okay, what did I just do? Um, you stop that. Good God. Jesus Christ. Preview of thumbnails or help you decide with polls. Okay. Okay. Thumbnail previews, but like I make like for streams, I make those like right away. For YouTube videos, I don't know. I feel like thumbnail previews would only be good if I like went extra hard because like the ones I've been making recently have just kind of been meh. Merch unboxing. Uh, sure, sure. I guess. I mean, I don't know. Merch unboxing. Like, I don't really get like a crazy amount of merch. I've been buying a little too much recently. Um, I know one thing I can add that would be good. Yes, of course I want to make emotes. I just don't know how what are the rules for emotes. Like, would I need someone to custom draw me emotes for it, or would I need to, or can I like take panels and just color them, or try to animate them? I'm not very good at animating. I barely have like very small amount of experience with like just the stupid bullshit with Photoshop where you make it move a little bit. I don't even do it on Photoshop. I do it on After Effects. um, feels like there should be a suggestion guide on stuff like this, but I literally don't know where to look at that, and I've tried just a bunch of disjointed Reddit answers. I think the panels from just the manga would be fine for now as emotes. I mean, I'm good at like cutting the emotes out from the manga very cleanly. I think one thing we could do, which would be fun, is like um I think one thing we could do for which would be fun is like make some sort of hey, use this panel as an emote. I don't know if we can do that on Discord. Like you can suggest panels for me to make into emotes on Discord or something. And I think that would be fun because I think we have a lot of them. I just don't know how would I even organize that? How would I organize a thing where you could like suggest emotes to me? Where it's like, oh, make this into an emote, and if I like it, I'll make it into an emote, right? But how would we even go about creating that, right? So I guess we could do emote suggest fucking emote suggestion. Son of a mother. Why are you the way that you are? Okay, thank God. Emote suggestion. I'm not gonna do this all at once. These will be like little by little. I know this is a lot of work. I'm gonna do this little by little. I think the first thing I'll focus on is most likely Patreon. I'd like to get Patreon somewhat working. Crackshot, but live read the Superman script. Why is that worth Patreon or any of this stuff? That seems fucking random. Is that allowed? You're saying your chooser cutout that you usually put at the bottom screen can be an emote. Is that allowed? Is that acceptable? Right? Like, is this thing okay? Is this thing allowed to be an emote? Because I have a whole folder full of this shit. I have a folder full of this shit. Like, you are not ready for like the folder that's just like full of this stuff. I have so many. I have multiple different folders full of this stuff. Like, dude, I have a lot. I still fucking love I made this meme. I still fucking love that I made this stupid meme. I'm coming back from a cold. I'm bad to stupid. Well, anyways. So I do have a lot of those. I just don't know if that's allowed as an emote, you know? I don't know if that's legally okay, right? I won't get fucking cooked for having that, right? I think I could. That's why I was thinking of coloring them, because if at least if they're colored, like at least if they're colored, it's acceptable. One of my streams has a couple emotes that are just clips of Sonic stills, lol. But that's different. With Sonic and like games and stuff, it's a lot more accessible. But like, say you use shit from a manga, and there's nothing different about it. You literally just took a panel from a manga and you put it as an emote. Is that legally acceptable? You know, I don't know if that would be considered stealing or if I would upset anybody. I don't want to piss Reiji off, right? I would like to not piss Reiji off. I feel like he's already very hesitant of Western fans and foreign fans. I'd like to not be at the center of that. Thank you very much. You know? Maybe as long as you edit them, it should be fine, right? But like, what's editing them? What's considered legally okay as editing them, you know? That's what I'm trying to figure out. This is something it feels like I gotta research, or like, I don't know. I have a few artist friends, but I don't know if they know about this. I have a few artist friends. I just don't think they know about this. This seems like something I would need to ask a YouTuber who does make emotes, who has actual emotes. But I don't know any fucking YouTubers. Does it look like I know any fucking YouTubers like in person? This feels like a hard one to look at, you know. That's why I've been hesitant to make emotes. Like this, I could probably, like these kinds of emotes, I could probably just toss onto like Discord. You know, I could put this on Discord, no problem. I could totally see that. Unless you commission an artist to make rag emotes, and like, I don't mind that. I just don't think it's gonna be cheap. You know, I don't mind that. I just don't think it's gonna be cheap. And that means I gotta save a little bit before I can like commission an artist. And I know an artist who'd probably be down for it. I know an artist who is good who would probably be down for it. I just don't know if she's ever drawn like anime related stuff. She usually does Nintendo based stuff. So I don't know like how she would handle it, you know? Also, it wouldn't be, I don't know if it would be animated, right? I don't think she knows how to animate stuff. She's just a really good artist, but I don't know if she can animate stuff. Nor do I know how much I would get. See what I mean? It's kind of difficult. You're not making entire pages of manga and emotes. Cutting out images from a panel counts as transformative and it's fair use. And again, I don't necessarily disagree with you. YouTube is very finicky, okay? This stuff is very finicky. We need an anime fate emote. You can make them still emotes. Okay, let's just like put the emo thing to the side for now. Like I'll look into it a little bit. I'll maybe commission my artist friend to like make me like 2 or 3 emotes that are custom made, maybe one for the channel. I think a funny one we could have, it's an emote, it's by design. It's by design. I think that would be a good fucking emote. It's by design. YouTube is inconsistent with copyright too. That's the problem. Yeah, and like Japan, like this is where the issue really arises. Japan is like very, very fucking possessive of their shit. And like you do one thing wrong, they'll cook your ass. But then like with video games, they can sometimes be a little more loose. But when it comes to anime, you're gonna die. Silly hoodies of It's by Design. Sell hoodies of It's by Design. Okay, but that's a little too far ahead, right? I'm not ready for hoodies. I'm not ready for that point. Let me get to like 10K subscribers and then we'll worry about selling hoodies. I am like 10% of the way there. I'm only 10% of the way there. Okay? Maybe almost at 20%. Yeah, I'm at like 17% of the way there. Right? I'm nowhere near the point where I should be selling hoodies. I'm gonna sell hoodies when like I actually make money off YouTube and this can be a full-time job for me, okay? That's when I'll actually try to like sell hoodies and merch cuz this is not a full-time job for me. I barely make any money off of YouTube. It is not worth it. I do this cuz I like this series. That's it. Dude, I've been doing this since like 2020. For 5 fucking years, I'm still at like 1,000 subscribers. I think I'm kind of doing something wrong. Just saying, I think I'm kind of doing something wrong, right? I should be like way further ahead considering my sheer experience. Like just to give you context, I used to edit on Fiverr or however the fuck you want to pronounce it, and I've made videos on there that if you go to these people's channels, they got like 100+ K views. I'm not kidding you. And they paid me $75 for that shit. I'm not kidding you. I've made videos that have hit 100K views, if not more. I think at this point they would like be 200K views. The problem is I'm a fucking idiot and I don't utilize my skills. And I'm not getting traction on my channel like a fucking idiot. Right? And I think a part of it could be like, you know, I'm a fool who focuses on reaction content instead of like, you know, making fully edited videos, and I'm not using my time wisely, right? That's why I'm trying to put more responsibilities on myself so I can challenge myself to create things while also being responsible. I think that's a much more effective tactic. Okay, but you don't actually do anything on your channel. Let's be real. You probably don't really do much on your channel. I've been actually actively trying to do things on my channel and it has been meaningless. Well, okay, not meaningless. Not meaningless. I've learned a lot. I'm a great creator, I think. I just have not utilized my skills to an effective level to get more things out of it. It's not meaningless. It was still a good journey. Just make emotes of any sayings you need to repeat. Meme yourself. Lol. It's by design is like the main one. It's by design is like my iconic catchphrase. Apparently, I don't know if I told you so, or I called it. I called it. I guess that's another one. I do say I called it a lot. I do say I called it a lot. I'm pretty sure I didn't call it for next chapter. I'm pretty sure I didn't call it for next chapter. I've been slightly spoiled by not actual spoilers. My friend who can for some reason look up the title on Google and find it has somewhat spoiled me on the title. I'm like, okay, this isn't technically spoilers, but I need you to not ever do that again. Thanks. I kind of like know what to expect from this chapter now. Don't ever do that again. Thanks. So yeah, I gotta like set very hard boundaries with people now because people are fucking spoiling me without actually using spoilers, which is irritating as fuck. Like I was getting like annoyed at work today. I was just like, okay, this is really distracting. I don't like this. So yeah, I kind of know what to expect from next chapter. I won't say a word. I just know what to expect from next chapter. That's it. Like it'll be we'll find out tomorrow. It's literally gonna be like in 12 hours. Okay, now I'm working. See ya. Okay, bye. You can commission for maybe 2 or 3 Chizuru face emotes. That could be cool. Would it just be Chizuru? I feel like we should get a little more creative than just Chizuru on her own. I mean, I love Chizuru. She's my favorite character besides Kazuya. Her and Kazuya are kind of tied. Right now, I'm a little pissed at Kazuya, okay? Kazuya was my favorite character. Right now, I'm a little fucking pissed at him. Right now, I'm a little fucking pissed at Kazuya, okay? Like, I'm actually genuinely fucking mad. Got spoiled too, but won't say none. You know, just don't discuss it. I don't know anything about the chapter. I just know the title. I don't know anything about the chapter. I literally just know the title. That's it. Okay, so zippity zip, get the fuck out. We're not talking about this. You're not the only one. Anyways, I'm not discussing spoilers. Moving on from that. What is it? Yeah, I would like to do all the characters. I think if I do a commission from my friend, it would be what is it? I'm not telling you the title. Fuck off. I'll tell it to you tomorrow. I know what it is. I already know what it is. I'm just not gonna tell it to you. Like I'll tell you if I'll tell you if it's correct tomorrow. You'll know. But what about on cars? How do you car spoiler look? What? What? One character per emote. Well, like, okay, I don't want to overwork my friend. She tends to have a really shitty habit of like, you know, taking commissions that are too big for her and not getting paid for it. For me, if I'm commissioning my friend to do this shit, I am paying her what she is worth. Okay? So I'm gonna give her like $100, $200 for these fucking emotes. Like, I know she's gonna work her ass off, so I'm gonna give her bank, dude. Like, I'm gonna give her decent money. Okay? So that's why I'd rather, like, if I'm gonna get emotes, I'd rather like save up for it and pay her what she's worth. And I don't want her to do something fucking stupid and like, you know, give me so much work and then not want any money for it. Because she does that for YouTubers. It drives me up the fucking wall. She makes thumbnails for YouTubers. She makes shit for other people, and she doesn't want money for it. And I'm just like, I'm not doing that shit. Like, I'm sorry, you YouTuber friends. Like, I don't care how fucking nice they are. That's really shitty. I don't care how nice they are. That's really fucking shitty. I refuse to fucking do that. If you're gonna do a commission for me, I'm paying you. And and literally I've always paid her. Whenever she wants something, I'm like, okay, it depends on how easy it is. Like if it's really fucking easy, it takes like a few seconds. You're not paying me shit. But literally, like my artist friends, dude, those people work their fucking asses off and they're hella underprivileged. And I'm like, that's not cool. That's fucked up. I'm gonna pay them. So I will save up some money. I think it won't be this week, maybe the week after. Maybe the week after I'll you know, contact her and be like, hey, make me some fucking emotes. Here's $200. I feel like that's decent. Like I feel like that's pretty reasonable. $200 for 3 emotes. That's pretty fucking reasonable. I think that doesn't seem insane. Or am I underpaying? I don't know. I don't know. Watch like everybody, some big artist be like, "Oh, bro, you're fucking ripping her off." I'm like, "No, I'm trying." Emotes for Chizuru, Kazuya, Mini, Ruka, Mami, and Sumi would be a good start. I think if I would start, I would do Chizuru, Kazuya, and Mini, and then I would do Mami, Ruka, and Sumi. That's where I would transition. So first it would be Chizuru, Kazuya, and Mini. Those would be the main trio. Don't forget the lungfish. The lungfish will come after the main 5, right? We'll start with the main 5. 200 for 5 sounds fair. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I feel like 3 is a lot, and considering she's not familiar with this series, that's not really fair. I feel like she's not really familiar with this series. So I don't think that's necessarily fair. I will talk to her. And I'll bring it up to her. This will be something we'll discuss over a short period, but I don't think that's necessarily fair to request like 5 different things. Anyways, we'll go from there. And then also, yeah, so we can do emotes for my thing where it's like it's by design. I called it. Is there another catchphrase I got? You can give your artist references from manga to make the art. Yeah, but like what? Like okay, what would be a good Chizuru emote to like make? You know, what would be a good Chizuru emote to make? I don't know. What's a good reference? Oh, okay. Let's Mosey's a good one. Okay, so that's also one of my catchphrases, so that's fair. Let's Mosey. Her with cat eyes. I guess. Yeah. Chizuru with cat eyes, I think works. Oh, I fucking love this one. This one would be pretty good. Yeah, this one pretty good. Chizuru with cat eyes. That's pretty good. What about Kazuya? Okay, so we got Chizuru with cat eyes. What about Kazuya? What do we want to what would we want for Kazuya? That one's perfect. Yeah. What would we want for Kazuya then? Like, I have a bunch of these tiny ones. Oh, cool. Now, this one, I redrew this elbow. This elbow was cut. Like, I can show you. Um, Manga, Kanojo, Okarishimasu. I think it's chapter 143. Whoop. Nope. 42. Yeah, see, the elbow is gone. I redrew it. Did it myself. Did it myself. Anywho, shoot. Okay. Kazuya. I guess the one where he's like an emoji face would be perfect. Like an emoji face Kazuya. I think that would be kind of perfect. His face here. This is when Ruka is like losing her shit in Hawaiians. Oh, I know what a good one would be. When he does the thing with his arms, like his mom does, like his mom does. I think that would be good. I would need to find one though. And then what would we do for Minnie? Oh, this one is good for Minnie. Oh, this one is really good for Minnie. I need something like this for Minnie. This is great. This is yeah, the arms flailing. Yeah, I think that would be good for Kazuya. But this one is great for Minnie. Oh, this is fucking good. This is comedy gold. This one's really fucking good. Smug Minnie? You want Smug Minnie? Need a Charuzuya emote. Okay. Um, I also have a whole bunch of these. I have a whole bunch of these. Chazuya. When was Kazuya like an absolute Chad? There's like a Mommy-chan Death Glare. Yeah, we'll do the Death Glare after. We'll do the Death Glare for Mommy after. I'm just trying to think of a good one for Kazuya where he was a total badass. It would have to be from the cheer update, right? It's got to be from the cheer update. That's where he really fucking shines. Like, damn. Oh, look at this man. Damn. Dude, what if we get like a... What if we come full circle all the way back to this moment? What if we come full circle all the way back to this moment and like Kazuya finally remembers her and he's like, holy shit, what the fuck have I been doing? Holy shit, what the fuck have I been doing? Like, bro. What's up, yo? And yesterday was the back day for Nepal. What? Black day for Nepal? Okay then. I'm already Twitch streaming. The Twitch should already be up. Is it not up? Watch now. What's going on? Why is it offline? What the hell? It says it's running. What the hell? What's the link? One sec. Oh, okay, good. It's working. Okay. Copy. It's working. I'll send it. I'll put it. I have to put it in my thingamajig. Yeah, I put it in the description too, so you can check it on the description. It should be good. It's working. Anyways, yeah, it feels like we're gonna somehow come back to this moment. We're gonna see how Kazuya's realized how much he fucked up. Like, because Kazuya is fucking up. He's taken Chizuru for granted, dude. She has been an absolute fucking queen. Like, she messed up in the 3 months, okay? Let's not get that wrong. She messed up in the 3 months. But so did he. And he's been taking it for fucking granted. And I feel like Kazuya is gonna have to wake the fuck up soon. And so is Minnie. Minnie and Kazuya have both been treating Chizuru like shit. And she's been taking it because she's such a good person, right? She doesn't blame other people. She's hard on herself, right? It's my fucking problem. I'll deal with it. And that's literally always been Chizuru's mentality. And I cannot believe Kazuya is so stuck in his trauma he fucking forgot. I cannot believe Kazuya is so fucking stuck in his trauma he fucking forgot. It literally reminds me of Cloud Strife. Literally, their dynamic straight up reminds me of Cloud Strife and Tifa Lockhart. I'm not even remotely kidding you. Cloud literally does this exact thing. He has such a terrible fucking trauma dump experience. No, just like a terrible traumatizing experience that he literally just forgets everything. He literally chooses to forget. And creates a whole new personality around his trauma. Tifa experiences a very similar thing as him. Also loses everybody. And literally she has to power through fucking everything on her own. And literally has to restart. She has nobody just like Chizuru. Like to me, like these characters feel so similar. Especially considering Cloud's whole fucking issue really stems from masculinity. And like Cloud trying to be a very traditional masculine hero character when he's literally not. He's just a guy. Like, spoilers for Final Fantasy VII, but literally the dynamic feels so incredibly similar. The only issue is, like, actually, no, they're actually super similar because, like Cloud, Kazuya literally has everything he needs to be, like, literally the coolest motherfucking main character ever. But he keeps lying to himself, just like Cloud is lying to himself. Right? Like, what made Cloud special as a character was that he was a normal person and he actually had all the potential to be fucking amazing if he just accepted that normalcy and didn't beat himself up for being different, right? He felt the need to be special because of the world around him, much like Kazuya feels the need to be special because of the world around him, right? It's a long discussion and explanation. I won't get into it here, but I like literally I've just started to realize that more and more. Like, the more I delve into Kazuya, the more I'm starting to understand. Like, that literally the core issue with this character right now is literally his presence. The reason Chizuru does not trust her feelings for so much of this is literally because Kazuya is living with her and he's not here. The entire cohabitation is Kazuya living with Chizuru, not Chizuru living with Kazuya. He's literally not there. And that's literally the date too. And the only time he shows up at the very fucking end. Literally the very fucking end. That's what's going on. It's literally about his presence. And that's literally why, like, Umi does nothing for Chizuru. Because Umi claims to want to be with her and then just fucks off and does nothing. And just fucking disappears. Right? Umi constantly wants to support Chizuru, and yet you never fucking see him. He's literally not in her life. He constantly talks about wanting to support Chizuru. He's literally never in her life. He literally does fuck all. And who's Kazuya mirroring right now in the story? Who's Kazuya literally mirroring in the story right now? Right? What did we say? What is the constant symbolism? He mirrors Umi. And literally, like, Umi, Kazuya was doing fuck all for like a whole while. Right? And he's gonna, I soon him and Minnie are gonna realize how fucking pieces of shit they've been. And how they've literally done nothing. Right? They were so certain they were doing everything. They were doing jack shit. They were literally doing nothing. Anyways, yeah, sorry. I really had to get that off my chest. I've been writing a lot on Twitter, just fucking frustrated with these characters. And I understand, like, for most of the cohabitation, I didn't even realize this. Umi probably has 2 other chicks on call. If you think about it, like, what the driver describes in chapter 386 does sound pretty similar to Umi. Like, I'm kind of retracting my statement that, oh, Umi might be a good guy. I'm kind of thinking not really. You know, he does good things, but, you know, he's mostly pretty fucking selfish. And I'm kind of starting to see that. And this feels like kind of like how Umi perceives things, right? If you think about it, my girlfriend at the time got together with some guy she was working at the bar, you know, on the weekend and stuff. I ran into them near the apartment she was living at around here, and he started throwing fists seriously. Doesn't this kind of sound like how Umi perceives the situation for himself? He goes to visit Chizuru. Kazuya is suddenly there. He suddenly gets jealous of Kazuya. I'm learning Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu back then, so he was no match for me. I ordered another girl too, so I didn't really care. Right? And didn't we see Umi literally with another girl? This isn't to say this is exactly what happened. I'm just saying, like, this feels like the stupid cheating bullshit that Umi would totally have going on. Like, he's literally with another girl, thinking about Chizuru, then shows up to Chizuru's place. She's living with Kazuya. He literally has not spoken to her since, like, apparently he literally has not spoken to her since when was it, the fucking barbecue? And it clearly bothered Chizuru, and Kazuya knows it bothered Chizuru and does jack shit. He never, like, oh, maybe that fucking bothered her. Have you considered that Umi, like, he knows Umi showing up was bad. He knows Umi wasn't invited. He just fucking invited himself. And I'm like, dude, you just left her the fuck alone. What the shit? Like Umi literally invited himself to her house, and you just left her the fuck alone. When they were walking home after the rejection, Kazuya's like, I'm worried about her being alone, and then he leaves her the fuck alone. And then later finds out she's hurt the whole time. I'm like, bro, you're literally not there for her when she fucking needs you, and she doesn't say anything because she powers through it. Because she's literally knows how to deal. She's dealt with this shit for so long that she'll just do it on her own. She won't bother you. And I'm like, Kazuya, what the shit are you doing? Like, when I started processing some of these scenes, I'm like, Kazuya, what the shit are you doing? And I think that's the thing you're not supposed to think about when it's happening, right? This is something you're supposed to read in retrospect. When you're reading this the first time, you're not necessarily thinking about that. A lot of people aren't. Reiji really starts making you like Kazuya, and you're not really supposed to, like, especially for people who didn't like Kazuya. A lot of them liked him in the movie arc. People started getting really upset with his character in Hawaiians. And then post-Hawaiians, like, Kazuya starts becoming a little more likable, but he also kind of regresses as a character. And that's where it becomes kind of an issue, where it's like, a lot of people are like, oh my god, Kazuya's just the same, he just calls her Mizuhara. And now thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, the Mizuhara thing is definitely a fucking problem. I think even Kazuya realizes it's a fucking problem. But at the same time, like, you can still argue, well, Chizuru doesn't call him by his name, so technically she's doing the same thing, but it's still no excuse. Kazuya's kind of doing this. Maybe she's just doing it in reaction, right? And I think like thinking back on it, chapter 390 could have been all Minnie's fault because there was no date prior to Minnie doing her bullshit. Let's think about that for a second. Chapter 390 could have all been Minnie's fault because there wasn't a date prior to Minnie showing up and accosting Chizuru at school. Chizuru would have told Kazuya this. This wasn't a thing before. Suddenly, Minnie shows up, yells at Chizuru, frames her like the villain, and then acts like she's the fucking hero of the situation. And it's like, maybe Chizuru did this on reaction. Maybe Chizuru got fucking pissed that like Minnie showed up, blamed her for everything, and this in turn fueled her distrust and uncomfortability with Kazuya because it's just like, bro, what the fuck? I shared this really intimate and important thing with you and you go and fucking tell Minnie about it. And you go and tell Minnie everything about it. So no wonder like Chizuru, like I totally see Chizuru being upset here. This was supposed to be like an intimate thing between them and he goes and tells Minnie everything. And then Minnie shows up and yells at her like she did something wrong. Right? Like Minnie says to Chizuru, do you have any idea what you're putting Master through? What are you fucking talking about? What did I put him through? Why isn't he telling me this? How does Chizuru, see what I mean? How the fuck could Chizuru know? Minnie doesn't explain. What is he going through? Right? It's acting, Kazuya's playing victim. Kazuya's playing victim. And now Chizuru feels like the villain all of a sudden. It's like, no shit. I could totally see Chizuru being pissed about this. This date wasn't there. Minnie did this. Minnie made this date exist. Minnie is Okuba from Steins Gate. She's literally walking D-mail. She made this exist. She created an alternate timeline to suit her needs because she needed to do this. She's literally Okuba. In fact, something I realized recently is every single anime that Minnie references is literally characters doing something for so long they lose the purpose of why they're doing it. And Okuba, as a character from Steins Gate, is literally lying to himself the whole fucking time. He's literally lying to himself the whole fucking time. And then he lies so much, he gets stuck in like 3 weeks of hell, only to stop lying to himself and try to fucking break out of it. Right? And only when he starts accepting himself and stops lying to himself does he actually break out of the time loop that he created for himself. Literally like Minnie's doing here. Chizuru isn't the one who used D-mail, Minnie is. She's literally walking D-mail. She made this happen. She created her own illusions. This wasn't there before. There was no issues prior. Right? When Minnie was at Chizuru's place, there was no issues prior. We think this happened because of the call. In reality, this happened because of Minnie. Minnie fucking did this. This wasn't happening before. Minnie fucking did this. And that's what I mean. It's like these characters, literally Minnie has done this for so long. Kazuya has done this for so long that they're literally trapped in their own fucking heads. And eventually, like, shit's gonna hit them in the face. And they're gonna hate the direction that they're going. And be like, what the fuck am I doing? And then they're gonna have to wake the hell up. And I think that's what's gonna happen. Right? That's what's gonna happen. Something's gonna go wrong. And I don't think it's gonna be Chizuru's fault. Like, I've been saying Chizuru's gonna get mad at them. I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe she will, but Chizuru is like the kind of really kind person who would just take this hit face first. And just be like, nope, it's my fault. She literally won't blame anyone else. And literally, like when we realize how we've been treating Chizuru like shit this whole time, Minnie is gonna like break. Like Kazuya is gonna be like, holy shit, I've been so terrible to her. And literally Kazuya is gonna spend the whole time just fucking atoning. While Minnie is just gonna be like having like a fucking existential crisis. I think Minnie's gonna just have an existential crisis for a little bit. But yeah, literally every single anime Minnie references, Attack on Titan, Code Geass, Harumi Suzumiya, Evangelion, every single one, every single particular reference she makes literally has a character doing something and then losing the purpose of why they're doing it. So, for instance, when she references Evangelion, she specifically references Nerve. And who's the head of Nerve? Shinji's dad, who literally, out of loss of love, loses the purpose of love in the first place and becomes this terrible human being, even though he supposedly cares for his son. You have Code Geass, literally Lelouch, does his revolution shit for so long, he forgot that he started this for his sister in the first place. Attack on Titan. Eren literally lost the purpose of why he was doing this in the first place and just ends up killing way too many people. I'm gonna avoid the word. Right? Literally just commits fucking genocide. Haruhi Suzumiya, literally, when she references, what is it? When she references Haruhi Suzumiya doesn't know what she's doing half the time. She's just doing it to do it. She's just pissed half the time. Literally every single thing Minnie references is literally a character losing the purpose of why they're doing what they're doing. Endless 8 is literally Haruhi like looping constantly, and they have to figure out why this is happening in the first place. And in reality, what Haruhi wanted was just so they could do their summer homework. And they literally did not know the purpose. Like, it's kind of insane that like every single thing Minnie references is directly tied to this idea of characters losing the purpose of why they're doing what they're doing. And that's literally what she does. Right? She got so trapped in their love life, she lost the purpose of why she was doing what she's doing, and she literally forgot Chizuru was a human being. And so did Kazuya. They're literally so trapped in their own fucking heads, they literally forgot these are people. And I think most of the fans did too. Reiji literally fucking baited you in like the stupid idiots that you are, and you literally lost the fact that Chizuru is a normal fucking person, and that she's just a girl struggling too, and she has nobody, and she's literally been powering through this all on her own, and nobody's been fucking helping her. Why do you think she opened up to Sumi so quickly? Because she actually fucking trusts Sumi. It's almost like that scene with Sumi in her birthday should have been Kazuya. She literally remembers Kazuya, but he's literally not there for her in that moment. And you think Minnie would notice Chizuru's not okay on her birthday? Minnie? You think Minnie would fucking notice? No, she wouldn't. The only reason the birthday went well is literally because Sumi was there. Kazuya got lucky. Right? Kazuya has good luck. So he literally kept getting lucky. He literally kept getting away with shit. He kept being lucky. He's privileged. He has his family. He has his friends. He has people. And he kept getting lucky with Chizuru. What people constantly, like if you go to Reddit, people will constantly say, oh, Chizuru got lucky. Chizuru got lucky she got Kazuya. Chizuru got this. No, it's Kazuya that's been getting lucky. Any other girl would have given up by now. Any other girl would have fucking given up by now, considering how he's acting. But Chizuru remembers him and she keeps having faith in him. And he's fucking wasting it. And now you're seeing how he's literally fucking wasting it. Luck is Kazuya's superpower, pretty much. Kazuya just has unbelievable luck. And like literally, he's been just fucking wasting it. He like literally, what if he had not run into Chizuru when they were walking home? Right? What if Chizuru would not have been okay? He got fucking lucky he ran into her. And he realized she was hurt. And he saw how she was like a little kid there. She's literally falling apart in his arm. That's called plot armor. It's not literally just plot armor. Kazuya literally is lucky. It ties directly into his privilege as a character. Kazuya is literally the opposite of Chizuru. It's literally in his room number. He has the number 3. Chizuru has the number 4. Chizuru is literally underprivileged and not lucky at all. Kazuya is privileged. Kazuya has money. He has friends. He has family. He gets to go to school. He gets to not worry about the same shit Chizuru gets to worry about. He gets to have people when he breaks down. He just doesn't rely on them. Chizuru doesn't get that kind of privilege. She doesn't get a trip to Hawaiians for fucking free. That's literally using plot armor as a literal narrative device, as a narrative through line. Right? You think Chizuru is the one who has plot armor. Chizuru is the one who's been getting lucky. It's literally Kazuya. He's so fucking lucky, dude. He doesn't realize how fucking privileged he is. He doesn't realize how he's just literally privileged as fuck and he's getting away with shit. And he has to wake up and realize his privilege. And I think that's such a good narrative tool to showcase how men don't appreciate what women do. I think that's such a good narrative tool because Reiji has focused a lot on women abusing privilege, right? Minnie is also privileged. Minnie is also very privileged. And literally he's contrasting that element of privilege between Kazuya and Chizuru, whereas Kazuya doesn't realize his own privilege. And he doesn't see how much Chizuru is working. And he's literally not being there for the woman of his life, right? He seemingly loves her and he's not fucking there for her. And it's literally how a lot of men don't recognize their privilege for women. They don't recognize how women are doing, like, working their fucking asses off every day for them. But because he doesn't appreciate himself, he can't fucking see this for shit. That to me really highlights Kazuya's privilege as a man and how he doesn't recognize that privilege that he's gotten because she has worked her fucking ass off so he's happy. The same can be said to Minnie. Minnie just leaves Chizuru's house. Minnie is so chill with moving out and not really caring about what other people think that she never stops to think, oh, maybe I left Chizuru fucking alone. And she's not okay being alone. But she doesn't care. She just wants to know if Kazuya and Chizuru are getting together. Right? She doesn't fucking give a shit. All Minnie cares about is if they get together. So if that means she yells at Chizuru and she gives her a push and all that, now she doesn't care if she's a fucking person. Right? Minnie doesn't recognize her own privilege. That she has family, she has friends, she gets to go around and dick around and be with other people and not fucking care. She has that privilege. Chizuru doesn't have that privilege. Literally, Kazuya and Minnie are literally using their privilege and they don't realize they're doing this. And literally, this entire theme of this manga is literally be there for women and be there for men, right? And literally, Kazuya is failing to be there for the woman of his life, for the love of his life. He's literally fucking failing her. It reminds me of, like, who's seen Arrow? Who's seen Arrow? You have failed this city, right? You have failed Chizuru. Literally what's going on. And you don't realize this is happening. And the moment this kicks in, dude, one hell of a rude awakening. One hell of a rude awakening. When they both realize how they fucking failed her, dude, you are terrible friends. Right? I've been saying Minnie's a terrible friend. Kazuya is just as terrible a friend. And he's gonna realize how he's taken everything for fucking granted. Like, all because of his pain. Does Kazuya need to get punished? No, he's not gonna get punished. Oh, no. This is how it's gonna hurt more. You know the best punishment you can give Kazuya in this case? Show how his actions hurt Chizuru. He hurt her. It'll destroy him. Imagine, that's the worst punishment you can give Kazuya. He fucking hurt her. In fact, he did since Hawaiians. He's been hurting her the whole fucking time. And Chizuru just, she believes in him, so she kept putting up with it. She's like, maybe he's just hurt. Maybe he's not okay. But then you have to reach a point where, hey, it's not just your trauma anymore. You're actively doing this. You've actively chosen this. At some point, you could say this is just Kazuya's trauma. At some point, you could just say, okay, it's just Kazuya's trauma. He's just kind of going through it. For a good chunk of him living with Chizuru, okay, sure. Maybe it's Kazuya's trauma. When you get a certain point, it's not your trauma anymore, and look at what you're doing. You're hurting the people that you love. And that's the point that's the point that we're reaching. Kazuya is actively hurting Chizuru now. And so is Minnie. And they've reached a point where it's like, okay, you guys are just being fucking terrible at this point. You're actually just hurting this person you claim to love, all because of your own selfish vanity. Right? This is just vanity. This whole thing with Minnie, this is just fucking vanity. Right? She gets her own story that she creates based on her own bias. This is just fucking vanity. Just Minnie's inflated sense of ego. And she doesn't even realize this. Right? No, Minnie doesn't need to leave them alone. Minnie needs to wake up and realize how she's treated Chizuru like shit, and she needs to be her fucking friend. Minnie needs to be Chizuru's goddamn sister, not her and not her shipping Kazuya and whatever. Not Kazuya's confidant. She needs to be Chizuru's goddamn sister. She needs to be her fucking friend. Like, dude, if Sumi can just come up, talk to Chizuru, and Chizuru will just tell her everything right away, I feel like that says a lot about Minnie and how Minnie handles things. Because Minnie is such an immature jackass. And she needs to realize she's been very immature. And Kazuya needs to realize he has regressed as a character. And that's the point. Understand, a character regressing in a narrative is not something that's necessarily bad. A character can regress in a story and it serves a purpose. Because in that regression, you find true progression. Kazuya progressed in the movie arc. But Kazuya progressed in the movie arc because it wasn't for him. It was for Chizuru. He progressed in the movie arc for her. The moment it became about him, self-confidence fucking crumbles. Crumbles to literal dust. The moment it became about him, immediately self-confidence fucking crumbles. Like, and you see it falling apart in real time. And everybody wants to blame Chizuru, but it's not Chizuru. It's partially Chizuru's fault. It's only partially Chizuru's fault. The other part is Kazuya himself. Zuko. Kind of. Yeah, kind of like Zuko. Right? It reminds me of the scene where Iroh asks him, here, let's pull it up. YouTube. Zuko, what do you want? What? Okay. Huh. ليش? Okay. هسه حروح أجيبه. Just give me a moment. Sorry about that. We're back. Let's continue. Like, bro, it's literally this. It's literally this. Like, Kazuya doesn't realize how fucking lucky he is. I have to pause it occasionally just so I don't, like, get demonetized. Because they will. You know, YouTube. Pretty much. Who are you and what do you want? Like, literally, perfect. Kazuya has forgotten who he is. Right? Kazuya has forgotten who he is. Minnie, when she confronts Chizuru in this scene, is literally Chizuru, I'm not bending the fucking knee. Like, this is Chizuru retaliating. I'm not bending the knee. I'm not gonna do anything. If you want to come to me, come to me. But also maybe this is her response to, like, hey, you're gonna push me. You're gonna like push me to force me into a relationship or fucking whatever. Fuck you. Like, this feels like Chizuru retaliating. Like, hell no, right? And I feel like this is where Kazuya has to realize, like, hey, you can support her without being in a fucking relationship. Because go back to Hawaiians. Go back to like here. Like this is where you could see Kazuya's, like, I'm gonna phrase it in the best way possible, stupidity full front and center. This is his how do I want to phrase it? This is Kazuya's short-sightedness. This is Kazuya's short-sightedness in terms of supporting Chizuru. She's always been trying to drive herself harder, even when she loses heart, so she doesn't lose sight of her goal. I want to be there for her. I can't hesitate now. If the day goes well, I'll be closer and I can support her even more, even if we don't live together anymore. I'll make sure it goes well, I swear I will. But you told Sayuri in the movie arc, even if your relationship ends, you would keep supporting her. And yet here you are believing you need to have a good relationship with her in order for you to be able to support her. Why can't he support her now? Why can't he be there for her now? Why is Kazuya so convinced he can only be there for her afterwards? Right? It's because Kazuya is caught up in love. He's so caught up in love, he forgot why he was doing this in the first place. And you see this in the actual date itself. Like, when Kazuya chooses to pay, this is vanity. When Kazuya chooses to pay for everything, this isn't about Chizuru. This isn't about Chizuru. He tells himself it's about Chizuru, right? Kazuya convinces himself it's about Chizuru when he wants to pay for everything, but this is what Chizuru tells him. The date is for me too, so let's split it, okay? Okay, she's telling you this is what I want. If you want to support me, this is what I want. Okay? You want to make me happy? This is what I want. She literally tells him this. What does Kazuya do in the next chapter? He fucking ignores it. He ignores this in favor of what he wants to do. Chizuru agrees. She's fucking happy. Then Kazuya remembers. Sorry, forget it. Huh? You're going to pay for everything? I can't make her pay. I made a promise back then. I swear I'll support her. Okay, this isn't supporting her. You can pay all you want. What she wants is emotional support. And she wants to support you too. This is one-sided. He's ignoring her feelings in favor of his own. This is selfish. That's the truth of this scene. It's selfish. It's not about being fair. I want you to think that I'm cool.
So the only way she could ever perceive you as cool is if you support her financially. Even Chizuru says, "What the shit? Why do you think so little of yourself?" That's fucked up. It's not about making her happy or actually sharing in a moment. It is him being selfish. This is the only thing that I can do. Imagine how that makes Chizuru feel when he is under the impression that the only thing he can do to look cool in her eyes is if he spends money. Imagine what you're conveying to your partner that you're on a date with, that she already agreed to without any money, that the only thing you can do for her to think you're fucking cool is if you spend money. He's buying love. He's literally reverting this to rental status. This is why Chizuru couldn't escape rental. He's doing this. He's literally dragging this back to rental. That's why Chizuru is under the impression she can't ever be someone's girlfriend. That's why Chizuru can't find the distinction between the two, because he's fucking doing this stupid shit that is literally, it's so emotionally stagnant. It's not about deserve or not deserve. Kazuya can be there for Chizuru. Right now, he fucking doesn't deserve her. I don't think Kazuya deserves Chizuru right now, but he needs to step the fuck up and be there for her. That's what a partner should do. Kazuya does not deserve Chizuru right now. He fucking doesn't. He has emotionally shut her out. And she keeps believing in him. He doesn't fucking deserve her right now. But he needs to step the fuck up and admit what he did wrong to himself. And be there for her. Stop apologizing and step the fuck up. Be there for her emotionally, not financially. Be there for her when she fucking needs you, dude. He's not ready to date her. He's not. And he doesn't realize how fucking lucky he is. And I get it. People will defend him to death because they love their fucking comfort character. And they want to protect Kazuya and care for him. And they think I'm just a stupid Chizuru simp. No, dude. Kazuya does not fucking deserve her right now. She is a goddamn angel. She is literally going through this shit. Just for him. She's putting up with all of his crap because she genuinely likes him. And she remembers the Kazuya from the fucking movie arc who was there for her. Notice how every time Chizuru remembers Kazuya, she remembers the cheer update. Every single time Chizuru remembers Kazuya, she remembers the cheer update. The one time he was really there for her emotionally. And something he has never done since. Think about that. This is Kazuya's biggest mistake. He is there 1 second and he's gone the next. He's there 1 second and he's gone the next. He's only there for Chizuru when she's emotionally weak. He needs to be there for her all the time. Not just when she's emotionally weak. You need to know. You need to do it preemptively, dude. Like, you can't just do it just because when you see it, right? You have to do it. You have to think ahead. You have to be like, okay, how can I help constantly? How can I constantly be present for her? Right? Kazuya doesn't, like, literally never considers, oh, she's fucking alone. He never thinks to himself, oh, she's fucking alone. And this isn't a writing issue. These current chapters really highlight to me, this is not a writing issue. Reiji's doing this on purpose. He's just like, oh, you know every single thing you've been complaining about for Kazuya this entire time for the Kazuya haters? Yeah, that's on purpose. I know what I'm writing. Oh, no, I'm doing that on purpose, dude. Right? And literally, it started in Hawaiians. It started in Hawaiians. The moment it became about Kazuya, he can't handle it. He falls the fuck apart. Because his self-esteem is fucking in the gutter. And there has to be a breaking point where you have to, like, stop living with regret, stop focusing on your self-esteem, put that the fuck aside for a second and actually be there for someone. And just like actually be there for her instead of just focusing on yourself so much. Like you could seriously say Kazuya is being very self-centered. And literally look at Chizuru here. When she says this, by the way, in Japanese, it's super formal. She's talking here like he's a superior. That's how he made her feel. And she's literally in shadow. Notice how she's in shadow. She literally feels alone. He made her feel alone. And by the end of the chapter, she doesn't even blame him. She keeps going with it. She doesn't even blame him. She thinks it's her fault. She thinks she did something wrong. She literally never fucking blames him. Like, I swear to God, when Kazuya gets this fucking wake-up call, like, literally, the arc is just gonna flip completely, and it's literally gonna be there. Kazuya is just constantly being there for Chizuru. Literally, just constantly. Not for a movie, not for anything else, literally just to fucking be there for her. And he's literally gonna step the fuck up. Like, I think Kazuya, like, moving, once he gets his fucking wake-up call and realizes how much he's fucked up and how he's hurt her so much, he's gonna step the fuck up. And I think he's gonna start working on repairing all of his relationships, not just Chizuru. Like, he's actively gonna be there for her. He's gonna actively try to fix his relationship with his parents. He's gonna, like, start, like, actually trying to respect himself, not because, like, of anything else, but because him not respecting himself has actively hurt her. Him letting other people tell him what to do has actively hurt her. And that is going to be the reason Kazuya is going to change. He's going to take control back of his life because him losing control is hurting the people he loves. And that has to fucking end. And Minnie is going to have her own wake-up call, where she's seemingly been not living this whole time. We can blame Minnie all we want, but they're literally a pair. Kazuya wants to be with Minnie because she's like him. Minnie is not living her life. She's wasting her fucking life. She's doing the same thing as him. Right? Minnie goes to college, she does cosplay, and that's it. Right? She likes anime, she likes shit, she works on her YouTube, right? She has things going on, but she's just distracting from her loneliness. Right? Minnie doesn't have a dream. She's like Chizuru if Chizuru didn't have a dream. That's Minnie in a nutshell. Minnie is a dark reflection of Chizuru in a more positive way than Mami. Mami is a direct dark reflection of Chizuru where she seemingly has nothing. Minnie is like if Chizuru had a rental, and she had like things she kind of liked, like acting, but she didn't really like feel invested in acting, right? She just kind of did it. That's kind of what Minnie is. Minnie is a reflection of Chizuru if Chizuru didn't have a dream, if Chizuru wasn't responsible and disciplined, if Chizuru didn't have like a very clear a code to what she does and how she cares for people, and she's very responsible. That's who Minnie is. Minnie is like if you took the responsibility out of Chizuru. And so naturally, Minnie is far more comforting. Minnie is comfort. Minnie is easy. Love is not easy. Love is not for cowards. Right? Love is not for fucking cowards. And it's not like Kazuya hasn't done good things for Chizuru. It's not like Kazuya has not cared for Chizuru. Oh, he's tried, but he's literally not emotionally available. Like you see him want to celebrate Chizuru's birthday. You see him try to compliment her. You see him try to, help her when she's like on her period, for example. He's there for her. It's not that he's not there for her, but these moments are sparse. They're literally sparse. That's not a relationship, dude. That's not a fucking relationship, dude. Like, and again, you can excuse some of what happens in the early cohabitation, as Kazuya is just, he's still recovering from his grief. He's still recovering from his trauma. But at this point in the story, that is no longer an excuse. Right? And you could say that even in the 3 months. Even in the 3 months, he was fucking lying to himself. And there were clear signs he was fucking lying to himself. Kazuya was just avoiding pain. But you could kind of understand why. But he was doing it to himself. right? It was a trauma response, right? He got fucked up in Hawaiians. He literally kind of can't handle it, right? And it fucked him up a little too hard. So again, you can kind of somewhat excuse Kazuya in the 3 months. It wasn't totally on him. It was kind of a little bit on Chizuru too. She kind of fucked up too. But post Hawaiians, after they've had time with each other, he's fucking up. Like after they lived with each other for a fucking month, oh no, he's fucking up. It's so 2000% on him, and it's on Minnie too. What do you think is going to happen next chapter? I'm not going to predict anything because I've gotten a tiny bit of spoilers, so I'm not going to predict anything for next chapter. I'm not commenting on that. I know things I should not know, so I'm not commenting on the next chapter. Anyways, yeah, that's kind of how I feel about the current arc. Kazuya is failing Chizuru, and he's gonna fucking realize he's been failing her this whole time, and she's been committed to him this whole time. And literally, the best way I can put it, remember what Minnie says to Chizuru in chapter 387? It's far crueler to come this close and to tell him to just give up. The more you invest, the harder it is to let go. Have you considered that's exactly how Chizuru feels? She's invested so fucking much. She cares this fucking much. And now she's being told to seemingly let go. And she lets go. She literally lets it go herself because she wanted him to be happy. She literally sacrificed herself in chapter 380 because she wanted him to fucking be happy. That's how much she goddamn cares. And then when she finally felt like she could actually be in love with him and actually have a relationship with him, she tries and he fucking runs. Dude. And now everybody wants to blame Chizuru? Are you shitting me? Like, this is what I mean when I say we're the fucking villains of this story. This is literally what I mean when I say we're the fucking villains of this story. And I don't mean, like, everybody. I mean the people who are blind as shit. I mean the people who are blind as shit. Who don't want to see Chizuru's side of the narrative, who only want to see the worst, who only want to be fucking upset, right? And the truth is, Kazuya is fucking up, and right now he does not fucking deserve Chizuru, and neither does Minnie. Minnie does not fucking deserve Chizuru. But Chizuru needs people. Chizuru fucking needs people, dude. Right? They are her people. They don't deserve her, but they are here all the same. Right? I think here, I wrote something perfect for it on Twitter. I wrote something fucking perfect for this on Twitter. No, not this one. I wrote something else. Yeah, ever since I've like started criticizing Kazuya, I've been losing followers on Twitter, but I'm like, whatever. I don't fucking give a shit, dude. I love this man, but he's being a fucking failure, dude. Right. So Kazuya and Minnie are don't deserve Chizuru at this point, but they are here all the same. They are the ones she cares for, and they are the ones she loves, and they are here all the same. And I think the best way I can describe it is this aligns with Chizuru's play. She is currently being tested too. Could she perform at a high level in this short a time? Can she focus all of her effort into this and truly succeed even if the role is just borrowed from someone else? This matches Rental itself. In Rental, Chizuru wasn't the first pick in a sense. She is temporary, a replacement until the real thing shows up. But that doesn't mean she can't become a real girlfriend, surpass the role she was given and truly make it her own. This play is Chizuru working to break her role. Chizuru is given a test to see if she can surpass her limitations. Even if she got that as nothing more than a replacement, can she go above that and surpass everything everyone expected of her? Become a true lead of this story. Prove she is worthy of this role. This parallels Kazuya and the challenges posed to him. He's not the lead people wanted, not the kid his parents imagined, and he was just a client, and currently he doesn't even fucking deserve Chizuru. But he is here all the same. Can he live up to this role? Can he make this role his own when tested? Become the protagonist of this story? Can Kazuya surpass his limitations, not for others, but for himself? The movie arc was for Chizuru, to help her when she was weak, but she is not weak now. Can he still perform not for weakness, but for strength? Can he do it because he wants to, not because he needs to? Kazuya can do things for others. That's where he shines. But the moment it's about him, he cracks under the pressure. Tunnel visions. But this role in the relationship is about him. He can't have a relationship if he isn't willing to be in it himself, to truly try his best. Chizuru is ready to live up to her role in the story, to surpass her limits, and to not be tied down by her prior role as a rental, as a temporary, as unworthy of the ring. Kazuya has to do the same. He has to stop thinking of himself as replaceable, a stalker, or unworthy of her. The way to do this is to accept himself and to take responsibility instead of regret, to take charge of his life and make decisions for himself instead of ruminating, listening to Minnie and just ignoring what Chizuru says to him in favor of delusion. Make his dreams reality. Bioshock. A man chooses, a slave obeys. Kazuya is a slave to his own emotions, to the people around him, much like Mami is a slave to her parents, or Minnie is for her need for people. Chizuru refuses to be a slave anymore. She's taking control back, telling Kazuya to do the same. Chizuru refused to obey Minnie. She didn't let Minnie dictate her pace in chapter 387 or chapter 390. Chizuru refuses to let Minnie tell her what to do. In fact, she never did. Chizuru will not move, nor will she tell Kazuya to move. If he wants to, he will. His actions, his choice, so choose. Notice how Chizuru simply tells Minnie, and in turn Kazuya what she plans to do, not what they should do, leaving a simple question. What do you want to do? She refuses to give them what they want. They want to get it. They have to get it themselves. There's no other way out of this. Choose. I'm getting tired. I'm gonna call it a night. See you tomorrow, Fate. Yep, I should end it too. I'm gonna end it as well. Yeah. So we did a good test stream. Twitch is working. Everything is good. So yeah. I read this for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll probably recap this tomorrow as well. Right. I'll probably recap this tomorrow as well. I'll bring up this other stream. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. This was a really short thing. We were just checking some stuff. I got a little off track, but yeah, that's it. So see you tomorrow. I'll be planning some more things later on. Have a good night. Take care.